race. Hype for that.
Wait, did Jay Leno like die recently?
Well,
I don't hear about this.
Nobody knows. He might have, but I don't think the news knows yet. I don't even know.
You never
yet.
know for sure.
You never know
could
for
be
sure.
dead. Even if you're looking at him, due to light speed delay, he could be dead.
It's true. It's true. Regardless of the distance. Unless... Nope. Not gonna say it. Never mind. You always make me say things that I should definitely not say. So I'm
good.
not going to.
Glad.
I guess if you are Jay Leno. But then do you know? Uh-oh. Now it's time to get back to the carrots. How to...
Yeah.
When do carrots know if they're dead? I don't know. Anyways, back to action. All right, so since I stopped talking about my frames, they started to drop. But we are running here. This is the first of the semifinals. The winner of this is going to move on to the finals. Incnone versus Invertttt.
And Incnone just got protected by a bat.
Thanks,
got grabbed by a monkey.
Oh, I
a
saw
Minotaur's
that.
charging, and a bat like intervened with light glowing from above.
Oh man, that's with the light glowing from above. Absolutely, yeah, that was amazing. Thanks, Bat. He was like the Secret Service jumping in the way of the bullet. Only this time the bullet is a Minotaur and the Secret Service is a bat. But you know, same thing. And that is an easy couple of bombs there.
It's a common metaphor.
Common metaphor, absolutely. Ooh. Oh, I was wondering what was happening with Invertttt there. It looked like he was digging that wall, but no.
Yeah. Rip.
Rip Vert. That's not good. And that was just miscalculating. If he was a GPS right now, he'd be like, recalculating. Unless he's one of those like celebrity GPSs.
Do they have those?
Yes.
How much does that cost?
Like Jay Leno, celebrity.
Get like a Brad Pitt voice pack.
Maybe you should turn left here. There's my Jay Leno impression. It was terrible. It's a funny joke. I have a car collection. I don't know. Jay Leno.
You got it.
I nailed it. All right, Incnone is clearing his first zone. He's moving on. He's got himself an obsidian broadsword. And if
It's
he
certainly
wants, he can
interesting
get himself
here.
another heart with the apple.
Certainly interesting how the resetting works here because it's seeded.
Yes.
That Invert knows exactly what's happening.
That's right. And it's I was talking about it a little bit earlier, but it's kind of a style of rubber banding, right? So you get your racers who are behind have an ability to catch up because they are, unless of course both racers die, but then they both have seed knowledge. So then it only comes down to sort of individual differences in terms of like memory. If you have terrible memory, seeded doesn't work as well for you. Spot on. Thank you, Lancer. Bear right, fever left. I heard about the John Cleese one. That's amazing. That's so good. I think you can get like also like The Simpsons and various other ones as well. But John Cleese is just so delightful. Transmute seeded. I believe they are, Ken and Matt. I believe they are. And an entire zone ahead. That was a really quick zone too. Incnone scooting. I don't know if chat knows too much about Incnone, but fun fact about Incnone, he is right now the best player of Crypto the Necrodancer.
Really? Like
Really?
Cadence World Record?
No. But according to the Necro Lab, he has the highest power ranking.
Ah.
So he is the most well-rounded. He is rank 1 and 1
Which is...
in both score and speed, and rank 2 in Deathless.
And that's especially relevant here for our multi-character Condor.
Absolutely it is. Let me pull up that stats real quick for Incnone. But yeah, he is a force, and he really hasn't done a lot of Condor, so that's why we may not be as familiar with him, but he is a fantastic racer, and he absolutely deserves to be in this semifinals. So he's got the world record in speed in Monk, Aria, and that's it. But then he's got second place in Bolt, Dove, Eli, and Melody and Dorian. So that's a lot of characters. And they're all... He's got top 5 in every character except for Coda, which he has 6th. So,
Step it up.
yeah. Kind of a bit of a boss. Like, that's just insane. That's so good. Oh, really? I didn't even realize that the current world record for Cadence is Jeweled Dagger build. That's amazing. Also, speaking of builds, look at the difference in these builds right now. We got the 9 damage rapier, which is the it's I don't know how to explain it. I was gonna say you can one-shot every enemy in the game now with that, which is good. So Death Metal, who has the highest health, is 9. So it is the probably, I guess, easiest way to get to 9 damage.
I mean, Deadringer.
Oh, shots fired and appropriately fired. That's right. Deadringer requires 10. So good call. Swapping it over to his cat, though, that is a wise choice. Of course, we saw Glass earlier. Sometimes can not really pan out. And yes. Meow.
Cats are so good. Like, you know, pretty common knowledge that I like the cat. But I've been playing more recently in preparation for Con 4 coming up.
Con 4! Yes, I love
next
that.
month-ish?
We have a date.
I don't know. We do
have a date. We're going to talk about it after this, yeah? I mean, it's not 100% decided, but we had a meeting with the Condor staff recently, and most of the decisions have been thought about and mostly decided on. Now it's a matter of seeing if the community's on board with it. But yeah, Con 4. Con 4 is going to be amazing! Risky Deep Blue strat. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he knows those, though, Lancer. Like the... Oh, wait. No, I was looking at Invert. I don't know what the Risky Deep Blue strat was. Did he do a throw bomb? That's a risky one.
I didn't notice.
Con 4. Con 4. So I guess Invert took a Shrine of No Return because he's got that Strength Charm and he had the Glass Rapier earlier. Can only assume.
Yeah, he did. In Zone 2.
Gotcha. And the phasing, paying out for Incnone, phasing can be really valuable in these races. In that it allows you to really work through Zone 4 very rapidly. And we're seeing that now as he can scoot on by most of the rooms. Getting a little pixie kiss there, getting healed up. And he's almost on his Deadringer fight. Massive lead over Invert.
Yeah, interesting choice for Incnone here to be doing the slow strat for Deadringer. But given his lead, makes sense.
Given his lead, I think it's a good idea. And it's not that much slower, but it's way safer.
It's the slow strat. It's lame. Boring.
You're right. It is a slow strat. It's not the slowest strat. The
cool
slowest
kids
strat would be dying.
Have their life on the line at all times. Yes.
Yes, indeed. And on to the Necrodancer fight. And of course, because he has phasing, this is going to be one of the faster of the Necrodancer fights.
Not only because of the initial bomb, but because he keeps all 3 of the turnips alive on the stage, which makes the Necrodancer just not spawn dudes.
Yep, no dudes being spawned here. Just turnips on the stage.
Indeed.
The lingo in Necrodancer is top tier, gotta say. And GG, now not the fastest of races, but still pretty good. Sub 8. I mean, sub 8 was the ideal in Season 3. I'm not sure how much faster this game's gotten since then. But that's a GG. Win for Incnone. Again, this is still best of 3, so Incnone has now put Invert on the ropes. We'll see what Invert selects for his next character. It's kind of hard to pick a character against Incnone since he's good at all of them, but let's check his Necrolabs rating here. So between Dove and Dorian, he's got second place on both. So maybe not. Now let me see where Invert is on here. He might be a little further down. He is a little further down. He's only in 11th, guys. And for his speed, he's got the Eli world record. That is his jam. But Dove is 17 and Dorian is 20. So technically he'd be a little bit better at Dove. I didn't catch what they selected there. It looks like Dorian.
Dorian.
So he didn't go with his better character. But I mean, obviously it's comfort and racing versus speedrunning. These are different things, so GG's.
Sure.
What's up, Will?
And like one of the leaderboards might be more competitive than the other, so
that's absolutely true, especially in the Monk leaderboard, which is my personal favorite because I have a chance.
Yeah.
So you can say there's a chance. Finding that red bat room immediately and resetting, smart. That's some good seed play right there. That's smart meta.
Ooh,
If you realize that you're you're right at the beginning and you went the wrong way, just reset. It's faster. Yeah, Falcon, exactly. There is a bit of a difference. Oh, and what a find. For both these racers, picking up that, whatchamajig. I can't think of the word. Torch of Foresight, that's it, I got it. Took me a sec, brain thought of it. Torch of Foresight, super fast. Invert worrying about that red dragon, but he's really just got to worry about getting down this trapdoor as soon as possible. He's already trailing Incnone a little bit more efficient play by Incnone, as Incnone did not kill the red dragon. He just sort of motored on by. Remember, Dorian starts with a pickaxe, so whenever you drop down a trapdoor, you can actually scoot right through. You don't even have to worry about fighting the mini-boss. But just keep in mind that, just bear in mind, Beaver on the left, that you're gonna have a, couple mini-bosses chasing you down. Titanium Rapier pickup. Nice.
Yeah,
so
that's a
Invert's
nice
got
find.
that. And this is going to be a fast race. I'm calling it right now. This is Scoots Magoots going on. No, you can just do it. You can just lunge. Remember, lunging moves you ahead 1 square, so if there is a mushroom on the other side of a trapdoor, just lunge it. Oh, spike trap damage for Invert. Nice flawless death metal. Easy peasy. That's a 5 damage lunge. And a free spell. This is an incredible seed right now.
Yeah. Starting out with the torch is always nice, and it just keeps on getting better.
Yeah, stacks on stacks, as Richard Hammer would say. That's what we're seeing right now. And the free spell also picked up for Invert, so we are actually having a good mirror match. We saw a few times in this seeded that you don't get the mirror matches.
Yeah, last time the builds are almost completely separate the entire time. Like, they never had the same thing except for the base shovel.
Exactly. Yes, this is true. I think that has a lot to do with Dorian versus Cadence.
Sure, Dorian's a lot about just get to the end as fast as you can, and it's a war of attrition that you take hits and you got to go fast. Because you already start with the armor and the weapons and everything. Well, not the weapon, but you got the damage at least.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
you know, you need like one thing to work with Dorian, but with Cadence, it's more about actually making a build.
Yeah, and also the pool is a little smaller for Dorian too, right? I don't think there's armor, and there's no boots, and that's it. But still. Ooh, and this food shop is a little bit of a risky strat because it's going to take so long, and he only had an apple. Is it worth it? I don't know. Food shops are a lot more worth it if you can find a potion, get your heart containers up, and then when you lose all your health, it'll come back with those extra empty hearts. Which is, he saw 2 empty hearts there, but I don't know if it was worth. Honestly, this is still super duper close. Incnone's been maintaining a pretty solid lead here, but Invert is he's hot on his heels right now. Hot.
Yeah, like 5 seconds behind-ish by my estimate on the Khadgar here.
Absolutely, yeah, it looks about the same. Yeah, I wouldn't have done the food shop either, Paratroopa. Glad we agree. How's it going, by the way, Paratroopa? It's nice to see you. Dorian seeded world record. Yeah, exactly, Kane. This is totally the world record seed right here. It's insane. And if you guys go back and watch the tape, you'll be able to see which seed it is. The seed is revealed at the beginning. That's also going to be a big part of Season 4, being able to just have a little bit of accountability in terms of everyone's racing. Knowing the seeds, how we're going to monitor the seeds, all that fun stuff. Little confused over there. Little confused as Invert. Narf. And ooh, Telemonkey. Look out.
Yeah, that's going to cost him some time.
That is going to cost him some time, because I was about to say he's way ahead. Like, he was, well, I mean, like, in terms of Dorian, he was like a couple rooms ahead. But, not so much now. And now
these
it's
armadillos.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy.
Armadillo City. And now, it looks like Incnone might be able to take this. Yeah, free spell and GG. It's just 2-0 City. Like, every race is a 2-0. It's craziness. And that's it. Invert is out. Incnone is in. Incnone moving on to the finals. Congratulations, Incnone.
Condor.
And it's gonna be who's up next? Jack and where's my thing? I don't have my
Blue Blimp.
Blue Blimp. Jack v Blue Blimp. Nice. No Bloodshot strats? Is Bloodshot strats the one where you map the keys to when you're confused? Anyways, new at the game.